Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Electrical Forensics, and we're going to talk about a subject of electrical forensics, and that is plant growth defects in radiation fields. And my home used to have wireless transmitting meters on the gas and also the electricity, and they're both analog meters now. My neighbour's home has an analog electrical meter now, but still has the transmitting gas meter, and that's what a transmitting gas meter looks like. So there's a little set of electronics and a battery inside that meter, and it gives out a pulse of wireless radiation every several seconds. So in response to the fact that that harmful device is there, I put up some electromagnetic shielding. And one of the things that I found very, very interesting is that this part of the tree has died. So you can see that we've got this very dead growth on the tree. So there's something very, very strange going on with the wireless radiation in this area, the electromagnetic screen, and this plant, because you can clearly see that it's very healthy on this side, but you come down here and it's died, and it's the part of the tree that is close to and in contact with the electromagnetic screen. So I thought that was fascinating. So the vines have come back. I had to knock them down earlier this year because I painted the home, and as you can see, this particular vine appears to now be putting on vigorous growth, and it was actually struggling when I had a wireless radiation electrical meter and a wireless radiation gas meter. So this vine has responded very, very positively to the reduced radiation levels in this area, and so has this plant right here. I'm not seeing too much of a difference in this one. This one is still quite short. It's not putting on any vertical growth, whereas that's put on vertical growth, and so has this one. So you can see that we've got vertical shoots coming up out of this plant since the wireless devices on my home were taken out of service. So this plant was never really affected. It seems to be immune to wireless radiation exposures, and it's growing very, very well. It's a different story here. So there is something else going on in this area, and my home has what is known as a stray voltage problem. That means the ground is electrified with a few volts of AC electricity, current, and various frequencies. And the combination of the wireless radiation and the electrified ground is having some pretty significant effects on this plant, and we're going to see its counterpart in a little bit, and you'll see that this is very, very retarded in comparison. So these bushes were showing significant stress. They're now growing better now that the wireless devices are out of service, and they're actually now putting on upward growth, which was a big problem with them. They wouldn't grow vertically, and they appear to be filling out, which was another problem that they were showing. They wouldn't get any internal growth. So that seems to be in the process of changing. So let's go and look at the other side of the front garden. And I painted the house earlier this year, so I had to knock all my vines down to do it. And you can see that the vines on the walls have actually significantly recovered, and they're all the way up to the roof. So there's certainly no problems with growing vines in this part of the home. There's a different story right here. So for some reason this vine does not grow, and I'm somewhat curious as to why that's occurring, and I kind of wonder whether it's because the foundation of the garage is used for the electrical grounding system, and it may be a stray voltage problem that's causing this not to grow. And the interesting thing is, I actually put this on irrigation. So this one is watered, whereas this one isn't. And the one that isn't watered is exhibiting much more vigorous growth. And this has always been the case. This one over here rarely puts on any growth. And this one over here grows vigorously. And actually there's some mesh screening over these windows to calm down the solar reflections off the windows, to try and help this plant down here that gets the reflection to grow. But it doesn't seem to have made any change, so I'm not sure. It may be in a wireless radiation hotspot. So that's, it's either stray voltage, wireless radiation hotspot, or solar reflections from the glass windows there. But right now it's a mystery as to which of those is causing the problem, or maybe it's something else. But in general, this front garden has always grown very well on this side of the garden, and this is the counterpart to the retarded plant that we were looking at. As you can see, it's actually putting on very vigorous growth. So it's very, very different on this side of the garden compared to the other side of the garden. So this is the healthy part of the garden. So that's my garden in Auden 2013. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.